Shalom, give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Rakah Kadash. Devil is the great millstone, learn is true. Salutation and hope of the light, the seal to make it into the kingdom. This video, the Lord most wanted, Caesar Borgia. And we go into you Greeks scriptures. Mark 13 verse 8. For nations shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom. Because Edomites, you are divided, and they shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and they shall be famine and trouble. You know, there is famine of trouble. These are the beginning of sorrow. Verse 9, but take heed to yourself, for they shall deliver you up to council. You know, Joe Biden want to deliver the elect man of the Lord for council, to council. And in the Senate, in the synagogue, you shall be beaten, and you shall be brought before rulers and kings for my sake, for the testimony against them. See, this is the King James Bible is the testimony against you Edomites, man. Verse 10, and the gospel must first be published among all nations. You know, so that's a great millstone teaching abroad or four corners of the earth. Matthew 13 verse 15, for this people heart is wax gloss, and their ears are dulled of hearing. You know, you 2/3 don't want to come out of the tradition of Caesar Borgia, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and shall understand with their heart, and shall be converted, and I shall hear them. Verse 16, but bless all your eyes, for they see, and your ears for the hear. Matthew 13 verse 9, who have ears to hear, let them hear. Matthew 24 verse 14, and this is the gospel of the kingdom. This is the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. All right? That all these nations that put Israel in captivity and bondage, and they shall the end come. And the end is coming. All right? When you go into 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world. You know, the end of his world, his rulership. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. That's when Jacob kingdom began. Matthew 24 verse 10, and they shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, because you 2/3 is betraying of the elect man of the Lord, and shall hate one another. You know, you hate us because he tell you the truth. Verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. You know, but you can't deceive the elect. Verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And you 2/3 are wax cold, Negroes and Hispanics. Verse 13, but he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So the Most High is saving the remnant. All right. Verse 14, and his gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world. So this gospel is being preached all over the world for a witness unto all nations. So these scriptures is a witness to all you nations, all right, that had the Israelites in bondage. And then shall the end come. So the end is coming. Matthew 24, verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. Okay? We're going to be afflicted, and they shall kill you because you didn't take they karama, you know, that MOB. And you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Verse 10, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. All right, we've been deceived because the Most High have not sent these Sadducees, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So you 2/3 wax cold against the man of the Lord. Verse 13, but he that shall endure to the end shall be saved. Say that again. Matthew 24, verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ. All right, and shall deceive many. You know, you 2/3 Negroes and Hispanics and Native Indians, all right, that went in captivity. You being deceived. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. You hearing that right now? Wars and rumors of war. See that you be not troubled. So, you know, the elect man of the Lord is not, you know, not troubled of these prophecies is that surfacing. For all these things must come to pass. See, all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. Verse 7, for a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine, and pestilence, and earthquakes, in diverse places. Verse 8, all these is the beginning of sorrow. These are beginning of sorrow. You know, you got all these ships backed up in the water, and they not bringing them cans to shore. All right, because they not bringing that to shore, then you ain't not gonna have no drivers to bring the food to the stores. All right. So, that's going to stir up Jacob's trouble. Job 5 verse 12. He just disappointed the device of the crafty, so that his slocky. He disappointed the device of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. All right, the Most High is going to interrupt. Your new world order. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 8. A time to love. This is not the time to love. This is not the time. A time to hate. We in the time of hate. These devils. A time of war. We in a time of war. And a time of peace. We're not gonna get no peace until we have these devils in chains. All right. Is it that devil? He gotta pay for that blood. That's the only way it's gonna be cleansed. Exodus 15 verse 3. The Lord is a man of war, and the Lord is his name, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's the Lord of the Negroes and Hispanics and Native Indians. Let's see. Zechariah 13 verse 8. And it shall come to pass, it's going to come to pass, that all in the land, said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. So you Negroes and Hispanic that serve this devil on the left hand side, you're gonna die. But the third shall be left therein. Malachi 3 verse 3. And it shall sit at the refiner and purify the silver. And he shall purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Lord and offering in righteousness. Let me go back to Zechariah 13 and 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God, Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Isaiah 47 verse 4. As for our Redeemer, The Lord of hosts is his name, and the Holy One of Israel. That verse didn't say the whole world. It just said Israel. When you go into John and 22, ye worship, ye know not what we know what we worship, for salvation is for the Jews. Verse 23, but the hour come, and now it is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeks such to worship him.